So, you know, here I am thinking to myself, oh, you know, these cutscenes are just going to be those in-game cinematics. Like, you know, the cinematics where it's the character models in-game and they do that, like... I didn't know they were actual cinematics. Man, when you guys were telling me on Twitch, like, dude, Nixxiom, like, what do you think about the cinematics, the Machinima cinematics? I was like, what are you talking about? But apparently they're like Machinima cinematics, so we're gonna watch them. They're gonna be good, and it's gonna be freaking great.
The Blight has broken our ranks!
Our assault has been for nothing.
What now?
What?
Jaina.
Alliance! Forward! China! The wall!
We end this now.
What? 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 All right, we gotta talk about this for a second. All right, first of all, Gen Greymane running like a big ol' like gotta go fast. All right, woo. All right, second, the lip sync on Greymane on the lip sync on Gen Greymane right here. Listen.
The Blight has broken our ranks!
I felt the lip sync was really bad right there. I mean,
Our assault.
Our ranks!
wait.
Blight has broken our ranks!
I don't know, I just felt the lip sync was kind of bad there, but I guess there's so much that there's only so much you can do with like a big old dog snout.
Our assault.
Another thing that stood out to me in this cinematic was, wait, right there. Boom. You guys don't notice this, but see, dude, I make machinima. Pay attention to Anduin's left foot. I want you to look at his left foot. Watch. You see that? Did you see that, like, that flick? That's a little, watch. Flick! Did you see that? You see, I noticed these things. Blizzard, like that, no, you are not getting past me with that 3D rendering model mistake. That flick, you ain't getting past me there. This freeze effect right here looks kind of bad. Does anyone else feel that? Like, look at this freeze effect. It just, I don't think it looks that good. Interesting. Jaina in a magic ship, a magic flying ship, blowing up the front gates of capital city in Lordaeron. Oh my god, a fly just flew in my eye. I don't know how to say what I'm about to say without triggering a lot of people in the comment section, but I think the flying ship was kind of dumb. I do, it's kind of dumb. Let's move on to the other cinematics. I didn't really like this one. Let's move on to the other ones. Spooky. I like the music. Arthas-esque, very Arthasy.
Look at you. The boy's playing soldier.
Our king just routed your army!
Muzzle your dog, your majesty.
Sylvanas Windrunner.
You have led the Horde to a place without honor. Lordaeron is ours. It's over.
Your father would be so proud. Is that his? You've gotten it all bloody.
Only one of us wanted this war.
You call for peace when it suits you, little lion. But you're quick enough to kill.
I should have killed you when last we met.
How rude, sister. You're a guest in my home.
Your home? You desecrate that throne with your filth! Enough!
You put the torch to Teldrassil. But I failed those who burned. I will not make that mistake again. Surrender. Or die.
I have no idea what's gonna happen right now.
You've won. Nothing.
Interesting. All right, so first of all, gotta say a few things. Number one, Warcraft 3. Motherfucking Warcraft 3 vibes going on. Everything from looking up, like Anduin is kind of like Arthas. You know, he looks up and these shots of, walking through the ruins of Capital City. It's almost, in the beginning, very, like, scene for scene-esque from the Warcraft 3 cinematic where Arthas murders his father. This shot right here, Anduin pushing the doors open. I legit had no idea what was going to happen in this cinematic. I had no idea. Sylvanas being a big old cocky bitch, sitting on the throne. Really cool. Luckily, there was nothing that really stood out to me in terms of editing mistakes. I didn't see no model popping. I liked it when Anduin got pissed off again. I thought that was really cool. That one was really cool. Sylvanas turning into a banshee. The only other thing I can say is it seems that Sylvanas has sacrificed all of Capital City in an attempt to kill Anduin and friends. And I'm very interested to see what happens on the Horde cinematic, because you've got Lorthramar and Bane Bloodhoof here, and they're not really looking too happy. So I'm curious to see if we're gonna get to see some dialogue where Bane is like, "You burned down Teldrassil, you crazy broad." You know what I mean? So let's check out the Horde one, and let's see what the Horde one's all about. Bane.
You abandoned Sourfang to die out there!
It is the death he wanted. If that troubles you, you're free to join him. Or you can tend to the living. The choice is yours.
For the Horde.
You know what must be done. Go, my champion.
His model is so cool. where it gets similar.
Hold on!
That flying boat. Okay. Alright. Wait, stop, please. Stop. Alright. So first of all, so many people... What a frame. Alright, so first of all, so many people have been like, oh, dude, like, God damn it, that frame. People have been like, oh, dude, like, Blizzard, how could the other Horde leaders be cool with what Sylvanas is doing, and blah, blah. I think it's pretty obvious by the reaction of Sarfang and Bane that I don't think the other Horde leaders are too happy with Sylvanas right now and what she has done. Especially a very honorable good boy like Bane Bloodhoof. I think it goes without saying that he's probably not too happy with her. Nathanos Blightcaller's model is just so freaking cool. I love it. It's almost kind of strange how Sylvanas doesn't even really seem to care. Like, oh, you know, that's been her and her people's home for so long, and like the Forsaken, like that's like their capital city. This is where they, you know, might have grown up. This is where they've lived and worked for years and years. This is their home, and the whole thing just kind of gets nuked, and you kind of just gotta sit there and think, you know, so like Sylvanas doesn't really seem to give a shit. You know, it's almost like it wasn't even a difficult choice for her to just nuke her people's home. And I don't know, I was just kind of like, I don't know, like Sylvanas is just a big evil bitch. Sylvanas and friends will do anything to defeat the Alliance, it seems, even nuking their own capital city in Sylvanas' case. You know, today it's Undercity, tomorrow it could be Orgrimmar. It seems like Sylvanas will sacrifice anything to achieve the victory that she wants. Let's see. What else can I say? But when it comes to Anduin, I do like how his character is changing, how he's kind of realizing that things aren't so simple, and you do have to fight, you know, for what you believe in. You know, you do have to like take a side, make a stance, and draw a line in the sand and say enough is enough eventually. And he's slowly becoming the Manduin that people are memeing him to be. And I really like that. I really like that. If he only had a beard, if he had a big, sexy beard, he would just be so much cooler. But you know, I'm very much liking Anduin. I'm liking how he's changing as a character. Again, I love the Warcraft 3 vibes. This flying boat, I'm sorry, but the flying boat is just so silly looking. You know, it's just so silly. And I don't say that in a bad way. I'm not sitting here like, oh, it's just stupid, you know. I'm not saying that. It's just silly, you know. Just a big magic flying boat. So I'm pretty sure that Jaina didn't learn the magical flying boat spell in Lordaeron when she was an apprentice in the Kirin Tor, but maybe she did. If flying boat technology can be harnessed, man, why do they even need airships, man? You can just have magical flying boats. So who needs gnomish technology when you've got like magic, you know, mage magic? But point is, yeah, it's just a flying boat. It's kind of silly, but it's Warcraft, you know. It has a bit of lightheartedness to it, so it's kind of cool. But overall, I mean, I think the cinematics are great. I think the only thing I can complain about is I didn't like how Sylvanas just so easily gave up her home and sacrificed it. I wish it would have been a little bit more like it was like the last option. Like, oh my gosh, like we can't beat the Alliance. We are gonna lose this. We are gonna die. We gotta go to plan B. We gotta bomb the city, and, you know, hopefully we can get out and we can take our enemies with us and whatever. We have to bomb our home. And I wish that there was a bit of like some like, oh gosh, almost regret and I don't know, like not sadness from Sylvanas, but just kind of like hesitation to do this. But the fact she did it just so like, oh, whatever. I felt that was a little like too a little too like, come on, man, you know, like this has been her home for a long time, her people's home, and she just blew it up with no remorse and no like thought about it. So that's what I think. But you know, there's only so much they can do. I mean, if they were to include a whole like dialogue between her and Nathanos, where, you know, Nathanos is like, we're gonna have to bomb the city, and Sylvanas is like, there must be some other way. Surely we can hold them here. And he's like, no, like, there's nothing we can do, my queen. You must make the order. You must make the call. And she's like, okay, like, I hate to do it, but, you know, my Forsaken, like, you know, we lose the capital city of Lordaeron, your capital city today. But in the end, we will achieve victory for the Forsaken tomorrow. Like, something like that. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. Either way, I did enjoy them. I thought it was cool. I was hoping to maybe see a little bit of Sarfang in the cinematic, like maybe just him being carried away or something, but we didn't see that. But that's all right. Either way, guys, thanks for watching the video. What did you think about the cinematics? Did you like them? I'm loving Gen Greymane. I think it looks great. Anduin's doing great as a character lately. I'm really enjoying him. Sylvanas, I think, is interesting. And we'll just see where the story goes. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys over on Twitch. Ugh.